Hey, Soul Tribe. So I just stopped that other live because I wasn't sure if it was still live or if it had cut off, and just wanted to start another live. But I couldn't remember what I called the last live. So I just said, oh, I see what it is now. Too late now. But anyway, I am 35. Okay, so I guess it was the full thing. But anyway, I just decided to start another live and just do another, see what comes out, If you guys have questions, then hey, Tasha, then if you have questions, let me know. And I have two moderators, J Mike and uh, I don't know why I'm forgetting, sorry, Crystals. I don't know why I'm forgetting. But anyway, I have two moderators, and they should be, hopefully they'll be, here's J Mike. Here's one of them. And then I have another moderator. And so if you guys have have questions, they'll get my attention. Okay? They'll get my attention. So we're just getting ready to start a new, pull from another deck, bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Something about somebody's communication, or maybe somebody's having some, this person is talking about something. This is somebody that's single, confident, and this person has something to say, maybe about somebody who they're not accepting somebody who was doing things in the dark. Hey, behaving, how are you? And somebody, they trying to come and bring this this little apology, but it's not really a sincere apology. I feel like this is fate. This is karma. This is what this person gets, because now it's almost like all of a sudden you get your flowers. All of a sudden things just take off for you. Hey, Davinia, how are you? So yes. And I feel like this is, you don't know, you have no idea what's getting ready to happen. You just know that you went through this portal, and like Lionsgate portal is coming up in 3 days. Hey, Red Violet Crystals. That's the other moderator. I don't know why I couldn't remember Red Violet. I was thinking Crystals. So, but so if you guys have questions, either J Mike or Red Violet, they'll let me know. So yes, and this person now, they feel trapped. See, the thing is, isn't this something that? And I said that Lionsgate portal, which is, that Lionsgate portal. But I feel like this person, they trapped in that same Lionsgate portal. All because they were sitting here believing these lies of this witch. Let's call it like it is. A witch. Somebody who's making up shit, lying. And this person, and this is the truth, that somebody stayed true to themselves, and they always spoke the truth and rejected somebody who was living in the shadows. I know. And that's why I was like, because I know you had just changed it, because it was Red Violet Crystals, and now it's just Red Violet. But what's the message? Thank you. Yes, here's another truth speaker. Someone that's connected. And I feel like you was listening to this and listening and thinking about listening to and paying attention to the signs from God. To know that it was time to reject something or someone. What's the message? Yes, this relationship, because you knew that the other person was not being honorable. You know, this other person, like I said, there was somebody that was trying to purposely have you left out in the cold. You know, purposely spreading lies and gossip about you, purposely saying things about you that weren't true, so people didn't even want to be around you. They said, no, that's, I don't want to be around that. That's too much. Da, 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 da. But like I said, that Lionsgate portal, all that stuff is coming back, and the truth is going to be heard worldwide. Around, I heard around the globe. I don't know why I said worldwide, but I heard the truth is going to be heard around the globe. It's like something that somebody, you've been you've been silently working on things, doing things, gathering things, or somebody else has been gathering evidence, and they finally got that last piece of evidence. Or you've been working on something, and you finally got that last pinnacle, that big break, and that's what puts you through that portal. You finally got a big break or something. What's the message? But you were talking, you were saying the truth about this relationship. There was a relationship that you were speaking the truth about. And now that shit is over. That shit is over. What's the message? Thank you. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, wait, what? Everybody's hearing about it. How that the whole relationship is over. You know, you was like, listen, hey, tell you what, if you can't do this, you know, or you know, if I don't, I'm done. I'm done. And somebody, they was like, okay, well, they thought they was getting their wish fulfillment. They was like, cool. You was like, cool. And so somebody was, you know, this is divine timing. This is, you know, divine intervention. Divine intervention happened, and that's whenever somebody started experiencing some things, like judgment was called, and all of a sudden, they was in conflict with everybody, and they couldn't figure out. I was just getting along, and this and that and the other, blah blah blah. What's going on? Because everybody heard that you was a fool. See, if they don't know that you're a fool, they'll treat you with respect. But if they hear that you're a fool and they see that you're a fool and you make foolish moves, they're going to treat you just like a fool. So somebody was being treated like a fool. Yeah, they sitting here thinking about all these fast moves that they done made and everything else, how they didn't travel to do all this shit. They, you know, and they was best acting like they didn't care. Like they was just like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna bake these. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you know. Oh, you don't like it? Fuck you. I don't give a shit. And they was gone. And now the truth of the matter is, how they got themselves caught up. They got themselves caught up because they didn't see. They didn't. They was already in a position right here. Okay. They didn't need that extra sword. They could have actually used that extra sword to cut these little ropes around them and then take the blindfold off and be gone. But they was all up in their little emotions a little bit, you know, and they was doing this and doing. And so with this, instead of them setting themselves free, they stayed stuck. Now this is why didn't I set myself free? Why did I travel? Why did I do that? Why did I go there? Why did I do this? And now somebody's sitting here looking at you and like, wait, and you ain't even looking at that person. You don't want to be bothered. You like, fuck that. Go ahead and concentrate on the other 3 cups because you wasn't concentrating on this cup. So Forget that cup. You doing right by looking at them cups. Now somebody don't them now these same three cups don't look the same. Now they hate them cups. And all that because they was trying to be your hidden enemy. They was trying to get you good. And where you didn't even know nothing. You wasn't gonna know nothing. You was just gonna be good, got good. And these same group of friends who was sitting there looking at this person now was the same group of friends that was cheering this shit on when they thought that your heart was broken. They was like, too bad, so sad, we don't give a fuck, you know. Now, because somebody thought that they had changed the course of your life. They thought that they changed how your life is going to turn out. Like they could, but now if this person could go back in the history and rechange that shit, they thought they did something, but you spoke your truth. You spoke your truth, and this person, all they could do was think, damn, checkmate, touche. Don't ever fuck around with an earth angel and think your ass ain't going down. All right. Let's see if there's any questions. All right. So, J Mike and Red Violet, if anybody has any questions, if you could just let's see. Yes, Chrissy. Hi, her, Terrell. How are you? Hi, Queen J. Right, exactly. Now they do hate those cups. Hey, J Mike, ask her what her question is. Oh, okay. What's coming towards you in love? Okay, hold on. What's the message? Hold on. Chrissy. Let's see. Justice. I feel like it's good. Maybe you and this person have a history together, something like that. Maybe you guys had to heal something because was there something that was going on before that you kind of suspected? Maybe they was kind of given to somebody else or something like that. Maybe you was like, maybe I need to just leave, and then maybe if somebody else came in, somebody else is coming in, and that person's going to really, really, really hold you in high regard. Let's see what the message is. What's coming for Chrissy? Love the God. Yeah, you're not even gonna be looking. Whatever's coming, you're not even gonna be looking at, thinking about it, whatever. And somebody gonna be like, "Excuse me, miss." You could be like, "What? What, motherfucker? What? I'm in my parking spot. What? I just think you're beautiful." Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that, and that's the person. I'm telling you, that's the one. Especially, but you're gonna be. I think because of the past, you're not gonna be for sure. You're gonna be kind of like, I don't know. Somebody setting me up to be out in the cold. You're not gonna be for sure, and you're not really gonna know how this person is really looking at you, like wiping material, or they just trying to have fun with you. But let's see. What's the message? No, I kind of feel like they want to work with you. I feel like your intuition is going to tell you that they really want to work with you. That they kind of want to make something. Yeah, they want to make something like official, official, official. And this is going to be a very strong relationship. But what you need to do, you need to go ahead and clear out your energy. You need to go ahead. If you have not gone through that dark night of the soul where you're just basically looking at you, talking to you about everything about you, that's what you need to do so that you can bring that gift in and put an end to flip-floppy relationships and shit that ain't working and shit that you trying to put your all up in there and somebody taking the all and then trying to give you they shit, they ass to kiss. And this is some sage advice that you're going to need to know about this, about your love life and stuff like that. As far as wanting that special relationship, this is sage advice, but because whatever has happened in the past, it's happened in the past. You cannot change it. What you need to do with it is just to start with that little kid in you. Go back there, you know, physically write your own book. Write your book about everything that's happened to you in your life, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's mediocre, whether you think it's boring or not. That way you get it all out because you're getting it out and you're actually dealing with everything at that same time because you're dealing with it as a mature adult. You're no longer a child. Even stuff that happened 10 years ago, hopefully you're more mature 10 years later than you were 10 years ago. So you have a different perspective now. And that's how you actually can put that bullshit to the past and move forward. Spirit said, don't act like you got a lot of time because Spirit said he getting somebody else ready for you. So if you not ready and they ready, he gonna have to give it to somebody else. So go ahead and get ready. Start with that, looking closely at everything. Even those dark secrets that you think that you never said or you never told, nobody's gonna read that shit. Trust me, this is your book for you. Get you a loose leaf notebook or them spiral notebooks and just start writing in there. Call it something boring like, different ways that I can paint my toenails. So nobody wants to look at that shit. They be like, what? That way you can go ahead and get out of it, bondage, and you'll be free. You'll be free for this new meeting this new person. All right, I hope that helped. What you say? 10 years now, huh? Okay, let me see. All right. Okay. All right, Davinia. Yes. All right. Something about the past, Davinia. Something about the past. Somebody from the past. It's over. It's done. The past is Benito. You moving forward. You are moving forward. Let's get some. Let's see. Well, first of all, there's endless possibilities. There's nothing that's set in stone. Remember that. Moving forward in life, nothing is set in stone except for what Spirit has told you. Because anybody's going to talk to you and they're going to tell you whatever, but they just may all be smoke and mirrors, especially if it's somebody just trying to get you in that tender embrace. So if Spirit don't tap you on the shoulder and be like, yo, Davinia, come here. Let me holler at you. Crick your head over to the right. Then don't believe it. Because there's always more that, like I said, use your intuition. Yes, maintain that higher view. Always use your intuition, because remember, you are you are royalty. But don't believe everything that you hear. And some things you have to let it go. Especially if, oh, you know what? It could be like, you know what, right now you are with somebody, or you're kind of thinking about with somebody or whatever, but you're not really, you're kind of like that, do I really want to stay or whatever? And it could be that, you can't really see clearly what's going on with something or somebody. And or they don't really want you to, or maybe you can't really see that there's something better out there for you, whenever it comes to, if this is about a relationship with this tender embrace. But if so, Spirit wants you to know it, whatever, because I did say something is over. Something is done. It's Benito. Well, the past is done. That's what it was. The past is done. Let it go. Let it go. Look into you see who this person is. You see who this person is. You smarter than this person. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. See, this person wants you to dumb me down for them. Sorry, but not sorry. You're lucky that between the two of us, I'm the one who knows how to tie the shoes and to balance the checking account. I help you with your Velcro. Okay? So somebody need to have a spirit of gratitude. I feel like you need to thank God right now. You need to be like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. God, thank you for sending me my perfect person, my perfect mate, or the brother that's perfect for me, or whatever. Or thank you for guiding me. Thank you for getting me out of it, whatever. Because, I don't know what your situation is. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? What else? Oh, hold on. Something like you're in between, right now, Spirit's urging you just to let it go, because you're on the precipice of something else better. Right now, it's like, I don't know if maybe you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. But it's not for you. That's not for you. You just need to listen to the direction of Spirit and allow Spirit to have the weight of the world on Spirit's shoulders. That way we can be free. That way you can bear fruit. Yeah, Spirit wants you to have that willing release, that mind, that body, that soul, that I give it all to you, God. And physically throw it. Give it to God. Anything else, Spirit? You got something that's gold colored. I feel like you should wear something that's like a mustard seed color. I really do. I feel like you should wear something that's like a mustard seed color. Almost like representative of the faith of a mustard seed. I feel like you should do that. Oh, look. What's that? Is that mustard seed color? I feel like you should wear the color of mustard seed, and just be thankful. I mean, let that be representative of you showing your gratitude. Anything else? I feel like there's one more. Mm. Yeah. Okay. So when you do this, when you let this go, when you have that release, it's going to try and come back. But you have to remember that this is not for them. This is for you, that great big heart, that great big love. And you need to go ahead and heal your heart. So the reason that you need to reject this is because if you accept this coming back, you're not ready for what you deserve, what God wants you to. So something about the past is over. I don't know if that was a person, if it was a job, if it was a whatever. Yes, Davinia, yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay. Okay. Right. That's good, Davinia. Yes. Oh, you know what? And I just felt like tingling down my back. Mm. Okay, so now, okay, so Linda, you said Linda Veronica. All right, so let me go up to Linda Veronica. Let's see. What was her question? Linda Veronica. Queen J. Okay, let's see. Hi, Queen J. How are you? All right. Okay. Okay, so she want to ask questions about her love life. Okay. So let's see. Thank you, J Mike. Let's see. Her love life. So I think you should, take a higher view and appreciate what you have, who you have. Yeah, because you know what? I feel like you're with somebody that does a lot of things that other people would wish that they could have. And maybe it's a matter of perspective or something, you know? Bottom of the deck. Hangman, yeah, it's just a matter of perspective. How you looking at things? Because this person seems like they would do things, you know. Yeah, I feel like you should. mm, Is this travel? Maybe you should go on a trip. Maybe you and this person should go on a trip and explore a new place that you've never been before. And that way it's like being able to see the best in each other and recommit, and that's if you're with somebody. What's the message? Yeah, that giving and that receiving. And maybe look at sometimes people have to recommit because they stop giving as much. They stop giving as much, but yet they want to be treated the exact same, and they don't understand how come the fire is no longer there. Okay, it's like that whole thing. What it took to get him or her is what it takes to keep him or her. You can't get somebody and then be like, well, shit, I got you now. I ain't got to wear my wig, my bra. I ain't got to put my teeth in. Hell, get my toenails cut for what? Then somebody regrets that shit. Thank you, Queen J. Thank you so very much. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? There it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spirit said you got to work on a relationship. You got to work on this. If you want it to be like that, because maybe somebody is not connected to their emotions, or maybe somebody is, standoffish, or maybe you and somebody's not seeing eye to eye or whatever. But it's like, is it possibly in uh, communication? Is it possibly in, finances, or are you guys, whatever it is? But whatever it is, there's a decision that needs to be made. There's some truths that need to be spoken. Maybe somebody needs to make an apology, a heartfelt apology about somebody else, maybe, or something else. And maybe, I don't know, I just kind of, some, like, you and this person, I don't know, I'm just, for whatever reason, I'm feeling like first love or something like that. From like that puppy love to full love. I mean, that first love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like it was that first love, but then something happened. Hmm. Yeah, it's like something went on, but it's like, okay, so if it's something like that and you're working past it, you're either going to work past it or you're not. But almost like somebody, you can't, you're going to have to, I feel like with this, somebody is still kind of being like, a little sneaky, maybe trying to figure out, is somebody really doing, are they doing, maybe trying to spy a little bit, on this person, trying to see, what's really going on, checking their phone or something. I don't know. You know, yeah, something. What else? Anything else? Either you're gonna work it out or you're not. But this, don't make somebody have to apologize, and then even after they do all that apologizing, you still beating them with the same stick. Whoever's doing whatever. Yeah, something about, because somebody walked away or is ready to walk away or something. Either, yeah, because maybe somebody's not really letting something go. They're holding this in, and it's been too long. It's been too long. Somebody's been like, okay, well, we've been through this before. I've apologized a million times. I've apologized this, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. So that's what I see. I hope that helped. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just have a different perspective. Look at things differently. Go on a trip. Y'all go on a trip. Renew your vows, talk about things. Yeah, recommit to being a family, you know. But look at everything that you have. Don't look at what you don't have. Look at everything that you have. And then on top of that, give grace. People are human. They make mistakes. Doesn't mean that someone doesn't love you. It just meant that they was just having a human experience. Now, if they keep doing the same thing over and over and over, then kick their ass to the fucking curb. But if it was once, and I guess depending on what it was, and if they apologize and y'all is still there trying to make it work, give them some grace. I kind of feel like maybe somebody was trying to hold off on communication, but don't. Not communicating is saying something in itself. It's called ghosting somebody. And that shit comes right back around when it's your turn or somebody else's turn that needs that communication. They will be ghosted. All right. Okay. All right, Tasha. Let's see. I'm done. I got to clear this energy. I got to get a different deck because I just did a love life. Hold on, Tasha. This one. Hold on. Woo! Woo! Explosive, to say the least. Damn. Oh, she said, I've been dating someone, we've been on and off. I would just like to know what their intentions are. The connection is confusing. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Tasha. Tasha's connection. Thank you, Spirit. So I'll just say, if that, when I cuss, I don't mean to cuss nobody out. I'm just cussing the cuss. But cussedly speaking, that motherfucker ever ghost you, he's ghosting you to go get with somebody else. Okay? Fuck that. And then somebody talking about some more, let's get closer, let's make a commitment. They talking about, I don't know. It's because I know they might. Let me see what else. Oh, yeah, girl. That's why it's on again, off again, because he on again, off again with somebody else. And they ain't gonna be loyal to you ever, never, ever. When I say never, ever, I mean not at one time, ever, never. No. Look at it. Spirit said, look at it like this. He out there with the hoochie. You know, while you at work, working on yourself, doing this and doing that, he out there doing something else. You need to protect yourself. Work to protect yourself, because something about, you about to get some good happy times, but you want to make sure it's with somebody that's healthy. Okay. And right now, this may not be the time for you to be trying to be wifed up or nothing like that. Yeah, especially to this bozo. Use your intuition and let it be known that this bozo is not that emperor material at all. This motherfucker need to go. I don't mean to call him no motherfucker. I should call him this motherfucker need to go. Look at all that devilish energy. And that shit, because this is just causing you stress. This is causing you to be to miss out on things that you would normally be a part of. Like whenever the on again, off again, on again, off again. Oh, hell no. This is causing you not to see your own beauty, see who you are. And you could be the empress, even if you are single, self-sufficient, and everything else. Trust me, everything that person did in the dark is coming to the light. Everything that person did in the darkness come into the light. That person ain't loyal at all. I guess, but hey, right. Yeah. See, somebody else is getting ready to make you an offer. Somebody else is getting ready to make you an offer, and this is getting ready to turn everything all around for you. Like maybe you're going to start seeing somebody new, somebody that's worthy. You know? No. It's that motherfucker who's going to try and come back around. That's what he's going to. Somebody going to try and come back. That liar going to try and come back around and say, no, I want it to be me and you. And so you thinking is, oh, he just wants it to be me and him. And I'm good with that in my clean voice. But see, in the background, he calling, whatever her name is. Talk about meet me at the corner. But then all of a sudden that shit come out and you're gonna be so upset. Make your own decision, but I'm just saying, that's what the card said. Yeah, something about don't make these plans with this one. Anything else? Thought I saw something else flip over. Maybe not. But all right, so I hope that helped. Right. Right. Damn. It's 8 portal 8 playing, right? Exactly. And I'm gonna make sure I'm on the right side of it. So, yes, somebody's getting some money. Either that or else this is somebody's. They've. Oh, you're welcome, Tasha. This is somebody who's claimed their spiritual inheritance. Yes. And they are starting off new, brand new. The past done. It's done. They're starting off brand new. Hey, Phantom Punk 007, how are you? Yes. What? Yes. Just let J Mike know what your question is. I'm gonna go ahead and flip some cards. We'll let J Mike know what your question is. What's the message, Spirit? All right, so we're gonna pull some from the. I don't forgot what this deck is called, but we're gonna pull from there, and then I'm gonna answer the question for Phantom Punk 007. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Let's see. I don't want to use, should I? Hold on. Something saying pull from the stack. Hold on. First of all, only try to control what's inside of you, okay? Only try to control what's inside of you. It's too many. Because you have a higher commitment. And so for you to try and control anything outside of you, it's not going to work. You have a higher commitment. So that's why you need to just work on you. Because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be getting closer to your purpose, your commitment, your higher commitment that you gave to God. Sometimes it's going to seem like things are happening that's out of your control. And it's right. It's out of your control. That means it's not for you. That means you just need to focus your sights on God, because God, that's a test for these people. It's a test for somebody else's integrity. So you just stay clear. Somebody has something about some abandonment issues. And maybe some people that you trusted lied about you. Do you have a jealous sister or a sibling or something? Because you know it's not your battle. The battle is the Lord's. It's a spiritual battle. And guess what? Guess who you are? You're related to Jesus and the ascended masters. That's why I'm saying, hey, baby, you have a higher commitment. So whatever you got to do, you got to do. Those people, they're going to try you, and it was going to be funny until it wasn't funny. Okay? What else, Spirit? Something about, I just heard something about some fire. Something about some fire. Maybe you were thrown to the fire. Maybe you just came out the fire because maybe you rescued yourself. And right now, yes, maybe, you know what, maybe you had, before you had some abandonment issues, and Spirit sent you into the fire and you had to rescue yourself. And now you've come out with positive energy. And Spirit sees you. Spirit sees everything. Spirit says you're about to get some good news. You're about to get some good news. What else? What else? Hold on. Remember, you are a heavenly host. You're related to Jesus and the ascended masters. You're a heavenly host. You can only control what's inside of you, because everything that's happening that's on the outside of you, that's a test for somebody else. Their purpose in your life is over. Okay? They want to keep you stuck, but they're not going to be able to. Something about your fourth house of ancestors. Remember, you're related to Jesus and the ascended masters. You're on a new level. Something about your crown chakra. Maybe you need to work on making sure that your crown chakra is always open, always receptive to receiving. Something about some true love. You got true love coming in. Or you think that you think it's true love, but there's something hidden about them. And it could be that this person has some trust issues, or this person is timid or something. But don't even worry about it, because once again, God's worked it out. And why did God work it out? Because you have a strong angelic force about you. Something about an M and over P. One more. Thank you. You are one with self. You have a lot of inner strength, and also a seer of others' souls. Okay. So I hope that helped. I'll put these back in here. What you say? Let me see. Okay. All right, let's see. Kristen. Okay. Let's see. Kristen's question was, do they have remorse? Okay, let's find out. Okay. I think they're really immature. I think they're real immature, you know, or stupid. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody that's really mature. It's like they do stupid stuff for entertainment, and they think that nobody knows. Like, if they can't see you, it wasn't you. We didn't see you do that. It must not have been you. But something about you need to just worry about yourself. Just care for yourself. Understand that has already been worked out. Trust me, this person, they are going through hardship. They are learning a valuable lesson. They're learning a valuable lesson. Somebody thought that they was just perfect. They thought maybe this was a narcissist. I feel like somebody was a narcissist. And like, with narcissists, you ain't even got to do shit for a narcissist to blame you for some shit or to try and throw some shit your way. And if there was a narcissist, no, there will be no remorse. Narcissists don't know the word remorse. But you know what? You know about it. You called attention to it. This is what it is. Study about it. Study about narcissism. Okay? Look that up. That way, just learning how a narcissist is, how they think, that's going to be closure enough. Yes, that's going to be closure enough. And it's like, you just have to remain, it's going to teach you some things, but you just remain fluid. Just remain fluid and know that that's not you, but that's just the nature of some people. What else, Spirit? No remorse. No remorse. This is who this person is. And this is the energy that this person likes to work under. They like to do stuff to you to see how it's going to affect you, And like I said, this person, they're just immature. Just immature. It's like this person, they felt like they knew, they could see you were trying to be in your purpose, or they see you trying to do things. And this person was like purposely try and ruin shit. Purposely try and ruin shit for you, or want you to do too much or to act too much, or to say, and this shit just happened time and time and time again. But you know what? Now things are going to be different for you. Now things are going to be, I think that you have something better coming in. You got real love coming in. Somebody that's getting ready to visit you, somebody that is of service. You know what? This may be God that you need to connect with. And then chill out on everybody else. Just kind of do you for a while. On everybody else, concentrate on you. 1515 in the chat. Anything else, Spirit? I used to jokingly say, people don't change until they have a near death experience, until somebody proved that shit wrong. They had a near death experience, got out of ICU after 10 days, after ICU for 10 days, and then the regular hospital, got out the hospital and went back to doing the same shit. This person is going to be the same way, but you got somebody better coming. I'm telling you, you have someone better coming. Something about this person, they try, I don't know, do they try and belittle you whenever they're trying to talk to you, or make you feel bad, make you feel like you ain't shit? And if so, it's just because that person was brought up like that, because whenever they were growing up, they was feeling like they wasn't shit. But something about somebody got a big problem. They got a big problem, and you see it. Okay? And the fact that they purposely do shit is enough. So, no remorse. You're dealing with a narcissist. Only thinks about themselves. So, all right. Hey, fresh one. How are you? All right, let's see. Okay, okay. I'm trying to look and see. Astro Cafe, there you go. Oh, okay. All right. Queen Bean, hello, how are you? Okay, so let's see, Queen Bean. I'm not going to use this deck. I'm just kind of something about, I kind of like you're working right now, but there's really nobody that you're really interested in right now. You're open, but there really is nobody. Maybe it's the places that you're going. Maybe it's where you're going. Maybe you need to switch it up some. This one, bottom of the deck. Not this one, because I didn't have a chance to mix these up. I'll just mix them up now. Hold on. But don't act hungry and don't act thirsty. Let me see. Hold on. I think somebody you're going to meet, you're going to kind of bump heads with. Hold on. Yeah, it's like, so you're going to bump heads with somebody. I mean, at first, when you meet, you're going to be like, okay, all right, look at this. I think, this going to work, Then you're going to be like, well, maybe I can. But then you're going to find out, no. It's not going to be a regular no. You're going to be like, no. You're going to find that you have to defend yourself against this person. Not necessarily physically, but you're going to bump heads. And then you're going to be like, but let me tell you something. Your intuition, when you first meet this person, there's going to be something off about this person. But you're going to be thinking, well, yes. Yes. Use your intuition, because there's going to be something about they talking about, their money or what they got, their possessions and stuff like that. And you're going to be like, look at you. Aren't you looking like a tall, cool glass of water? Only to Offer somebody a cup of love and they acting like a little boy. Okay. And then you're gonna have some